Hello friends, so we're back in the Bistro Dom. This is round 5 now, and this is where shit is starting to get real, because we are now going to really design the look and make the lights gorgeous, which again, this is your guide, this is your model. Not only will this be your location, but you will give this to your DP and your gaffer, who will light your figures accordingly so that it should all blend beautifully. Let's jump in. So we're here. This is, you may remember, this is our room. We've created this idea. This is what we're going to maybe shoot. Now look, it's obviously quite a bland, unlit space. Let's change that. To do that, you're going to need a couple of things. And the first thing you're now going to need to do is go to your project settings and edit. Under edit project settings, okay? Do not be phased out by the insane amount of settings. What you're looking for is ray tracing. Now, ray tracing is the way your computer handles light. If you're using Unreal 5.2, your computer handles ray tracing. And what you want to do is come down to here where it says Lumen. Use hardware ray tracing when available. Just go crazy, knock yourself out. It's all about the tick. So you're going to turn everything on. As you can see, software ray tracing. Oops. And it's all on. So ray tracing is on. Okay. You've done that. You'll then need to restart the machine, and it'll have to rebuild the lights. It's going to take a little while. Eventually it will happen, and you'll be back in the room. So what you're going to need to do is, let's look, we've got these windows, we've got these shadows, let's have some fun with it. So the first thing that you'll need to do is create a folder. And I'm going to call this lights 3, because I've already got some to show you later. Now, in there, you're going to add some things. Firstly, you're going to need to add this thing called post-process volume. You'll see why. To do that, again, remember, everything's an actor, so post-process, type in post-process, but it knows where you're heading with that, and you're going to drag that onto the scene. Now, again, you've got to keep everything organized, so post-process volume. And you're going to need to do a couple of things with that. And the first thing you need to do, because this is going to control your aperture, your exposure. Again, remember, that's your outliner, so we're going to details. And in here, you're going to type in unbound. Now, whatever you do will affect the whole world, unbound. You're also going to type in exposure. Exposure. Okay, and we're down here. We're going to turn on a couple of these boxes, the top 3 boxes, and the most important one is auto exposure, manual. So now you can play with the lights in here, and already it's looking kind of better than it was. So now you're going to do another thing. You're going to add a light. We're going to add a light source. We're on lights, and it's called directional light. I'm going to drag it on to the, and again, just place that in your folder. You'll be glad you did. Directional light. Now, directional light. Now with that light, you're going to hold down the Control and L, and you are going to start to move that light around. As you can see, we've now got some light coming in from outside, which we might want to have just kind of like catching the light, catching the doorway. That'll do. Okay, boom. It's kind of morning. It's morning, right? They're meeting in the morning. Lovely. So we'll just look at that quickly. So what have you done? That's before, that's after. Now, again, with a directional light, go into your details. And obviously this is the most useful options are the top ones. and it gets progressively advanced, and you probably can't see it more down the side. But look, I mean, check it out. When we're deciding what time of day it is. Okay, so it's kind of like nice morning sun creeping in. The third thing that you're going to do is this thing called exponential fog. So again, back to place actors. Exponential height fog. And you're going to drag that on. And again, just get it in order. Exponential height fog. To which you're going to make this one important change, which is volumetric fog. Down here, you typed in volumetric fog and you're going to click on. And what you're going to start to have available to you are these God's rays as they start to creep in through the room. And as you can see, you can now really kind of like start to create a beautiful space. With the fog, what kind of day is it? Again, it's I'm just sort of super quickly playing around with it. There we go. Okay. Now that in a couple of seconds is what we've done. We can we've kind of created this environment which is a lot more. There you go. I'm just being really quick with it, but you can see kind of where we're going with it, and we can make it what kind of day. What's beautiful about this directional light is that it knows that if it's sun, the closer it gets to the horizon, the redder it needs to go. So again, look at that. You really are just, control's insane, right? It's kind of fiddly, but there we go. Right, and there's our look. So I've just added this point line, and that's interesting because what you can do with that, now look, remember this, across the top here, you can move all your actors around. Now I wanted to just add a bit of light to area, and look at that, how it just like catches some light. So you want to bring up the light in the background a bit more, maybe you want to imagine that that's creation. Look, you could just add a bit of texture to the background, on, off. Is it too bright? Maybe bring it down a little bit. And it likes to reflect. It's even reflecting in the wall. So that was a very quick introduction into how to play with your lights. And as you can see now, that was before, and that's now. And there you go. And you can just really mess around with it. So these are just options, right? But they really change what you're creating. Remember what you did. You did three things. You turned on ray tracing. You created a directional light. Because without the directional light, there's not a lot to look at. That's really giving us our sun. You created fog, which gave us our God's rays, our lovely fingers. And you create a post-process volume so that you can control the aperture. And that is your blocking out, and this is what you can now really start to design and create the look you'll have. Remember, when your person walks in, it's as if you were there, your recce comes to you, and this really is where we are heading as the costs come down into virtual production. All right, well, thanks for checking in with me and enjoying this journey of exploration discovery with me. We're gonna keep going, and I hope this is useful. Like and subscribe, send me messages, let me know what you're thinking. and let's work it out together. Okay, many thanks.